John Juckett and Retro Sports Network presents the Saturday Game of the Week for Pro Baseball 64. Today, May 16th, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. It's a sunny Dodger Stadium, 71 degrees, no wind, as these Dodgers face the red-hot Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Dodgers beat the Pirates Friday night, 4-3, and so the Pirates are now 23-4 on the year. The Dodgers are now 16-13 on the year. And so let's go through the standings as we start business here on the 16th day of May. The Pirates hold a 6.5 game lead over the Cincinnati Reds at 17-11. The Pirates have lost their last two. Why are they good? Look at their run differential, 69. They've scored 145 and allowed 76. The Dodgers are fifth in the National League, 8 games behind the Pirates at 16-13, 6-4 in their last 10, and as I said, they won last night. Cincinnati and Milwaukee and San Francisco all are in the gaggle along with St. Louis. But the Pirates are going to have to come back down to earth, and someone else is going to have to go get them. If you're wondering about the Philadelphia Phillies, who led in real life most of this year, they are 9-17. They've won 3 of their last 10, and they're 13.5 back. It's miraculous for the Phillies to make a run of it, as their collapse was in real life. In the American League, the Twins hold a 3.5 game lead over the Yankees, and an 8 game holds over the Los Angeles Angels. Baltimore, Detroit, Boston, and Cleveland are all in that 9.5 range. And the White Sox, look at that. They finished 2 games out in real life, and they've opened up 9-14. All right, so let's tell you about today's game. Nick Wilhite will be pitching for the Dodgers. He is 1-1 on the year with 23 innings pitched, 18 hits allowed, 2 homers, walked 6 and struck out 13. With a 2.31 ERA. And here's the lineup he will be facing this afternoon. Dick Schofield leads it off for the Bucks at short. Manny Mota in center will bat second. Roberto Clemente, the right fielder, bats third. Willie Stargell, the left fielder, bats fourth. Bob Freese, the third baseman, bats fifth. Don Clendenin, the first baseman, bats sixth. Bill Mazeroski, the second baseman, bats seventh. McFarland is your catcher today, and Bob Veal, who is 7-0, has the best record in baseball, is on the hill for the Pirates. Defensively behind Wilhite, Tommy Davis in left, Willie Davis in center, Frank Howard in right. Willie Davis, a very good defender. Junior Gilliams at third, Maury Wills at short, Dick Trzeski is at second, and Wes Parker at first. Wills the best defender. Is that Dolph DeVilly behind the plate? Anyway, to catch Wilhite. I'm managing the Dodgers, the computer is managing the Pirates. Schofield comes to the plate at 3.02, no homers and 8 RBI. And we're about ready to go. Sorry, find the right button. Here we go. There's a fly ball to center. Willie Davis is there, 1 out. They'll bring up Manny Mota. Manny at 3.04, no homers and an RBI. He hit 5 on the regular year with 32 RBI. Wilhite, don't really know much about him. As you can see, he pitched for the California Angels after the Dodgers. Spot starter here for Los Angeles. 2.28 ERA now. The lefty delivers, and there's a fly ball to right. Howard goes into the corner. And that will be off. That's gone. So Mota homers. No win here today. He just got that and just poked it in the opposite field. An opposite field homer for Mota makes it 1-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Roberto Clemente. Clemente at 365. 3 homers and 15 RBI. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Will should have it. He does, 2 out. In fact, that's a tremendous play. He actually went into foul territory, reaches in the dugout, and makes it there to correct that call. We'll get to the scores after the third inning that you see flashing on the top of your screen, but the Reds and Cubs are tied at 2 in the 6th. Here's Willie Stargell at 260, 8 homers and 23 RBI. Stargell grounder right back to Wilhite, who bobbles it, throws it to first in time. Couldn't quite find a handle on it, but he eventually makes the play to retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Pittsburgh jumps out to a 1-0 lead. So let's give you the Dodgers lineup. Maury Wills will lead off. Junior Gilliam will bat second. Tommy Davis bats third. Frank Howard bats fourth. Camilla, the catcher, bats fifth. Wes Parker, the first baseman, bats sixth. The other Davis will bat seventh in center, Willie Davis. Dick Trzaskowski, the second baseman, bats eighth, and Will Height, the pitcher, will bat ninth. And here is the defense around Bob Veal. It's Stargell in left, Moda in center, Clemente, the all-world right fielder, in right. Freeze, as you see, coming in to play the bunt at third. Schofield at short. Mazeroski, the all-world defender, at second, and Clendenin is in, creeping in for the bunt at first, with McFarland, the catcher. Bob Veal is 7-0 with an 0.62 ERA. In 58 innings, he's allowed 31 hits. He has walked 28 and struck out 61, and he is good for a complete game potentially here. They expect Wills to bunt. We will not. 282, a homer, and 13 RBI on the year. And there's a ground ball to short. Schofield to Clendenin, 1 out. And here's Jim Gilliam. Jim at 205, no homers and 7 RBI. Decent sized crowd here at Dodger Stadium on a gorgeous day. Here's a pitch from Veal. Grounder to short. Schofield comes in. Quick throw to Clendenin. He is safe. Should have been out. That's a bad call by the first base umpire, Ronnie Millsap. Here's Tommy Davis. Tommy at 265, 2 homers and 10 RBI. Gilliam is not a threat to steal. So the Dodgers kind of steal a base hit here in the first. Tommy pops this one up. Schofield by the bag. 2 out. Giants lead the Mets 1-0 in the first. Here's it, Frank Howard. 203, 10 homers and 18 RBI. Just tells you how run-starved the Dodgers could be. You could have someone at this point of the year, this is the Dodgers' 30th game, with 10 home runs, but has 18 RBI. He's scored only 16 runs. So he's driven himself in 10 times. Here's the pitch. He tries a walk. 3-1 fastball, misses high, and it's Doug Camilli, not Dolph. Doug is 3 for 17 on the year. Johnny Roseboro is the everyday catcher for the Dodgers. Wow. In St. Louis, Milwaukee 14, the Cardinals 2 in the 5th. Veal delivers. Here's another ground ball to third. Schofield takes it to Mazeroski for the easy out, and that retires the side. No run, 1 hit. 1 hit, no errors. After 1, it's Pittsburgh 1, the Dodgers 0. Pirates in their road grays with Pirates on black across the chest, outlined in yellow, with a black hat and the famous yellow P. Dodgers in their home whites. Dodgers across the chest, numbers in red on the right side, with their familiar blue hats and the interlocking LA. And no, it's not the interlocking LA for the Los Angeles Chargers now. Here's Gene Freeze at 205, 2 homers and 8 RBI. Clendenin and Mazeroski to follow here in the second. And here's the pitch. Fly ball deep to left and gone. A no-doubter from Gene Freeze, and it's 2-0 for the Pirates. That's his 3rd of the year. That's the start Pittsburgh wanted. Here's Clendenin. Don is at 317, 2 homers and 13 RBIs. Dodger Stadium was not a launching pad. We've seen them hit, but we've seen Pittsburgh slug 2 already. Clendenin goes down by way of the KO. 1-2 pitch on the inside corner, strike 3. First strikeout for Wilhite. Here's Mazeroski at 376, 2 homers and 24 RBI. 3 triples on you, right? Here's the pitch. Got him. 1-2 pitch in at the belt for strike 3, and that'll bring up Orlando McFarland. McFarland, who was 1 for 7 on the year with an RBI. On the real season, 244 with an RBI. 27 strikeouts and 78 at-bats. Here's a pitch. And on cue, he watches an 0-2 pitch catch the inside corner for strike 3. So after the home run, Will Hite settles down. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors after 1.5. Pittsburgh 2. The Dodgers nothing. For Wes Parker, Willie Davis, Dick Tracewski here in the second. Wes is at 182, no homers and an RBI. Here's the pitch. And Veal walks him. Second walk for Veal this afternoon. Parker not a threat to steal. Veal has walked 30 on the season, on the cyber season, walked 124 in real life in 280 innings. Here's Willie Davis, Willie at 358, 1 homer and 13 RBI. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to center that's going to drop for a hit. Parker will hold at second. He had a 56% chance, but you never want to be the first out. Here's Tracewski. Dick is at 273, no homers and 6 RBI. Parker on second, Davis on first, nobody out, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Tracewski lines that one into left center. That's going to be for extra bases. Parker scores. Davis rounds third. He will try to score. The throw is cut off by Schofield, and we're tied at 2. For Nick Wilhite, who was 0 for 4 on the year, you know what he'll do? He will bunt. They play for the bunt. It will be Clendenin. His throw to Mazeroski at first is in time. Veal, pardon me, he barehanded it. So it's a 1-4 on the sacrifice, 1 out, and Maury Wills at the plate. Infield playing back. We're going to bunt. Bunt is down. Veal. They're going to try to score Tracewski. In fact, they will try to score Tracewski as they throw to Wills is in time. That is considered a squeeze play, and it works. So it's 3-2 Dodgers on the squeeze bunt by Maury Wills, and they'll bring up Jim Gilliam, who's 1 for 1 with a single. 3-2 here as we play the bottom of the second. Veal's ERA has jumped up half a run. It's now 106. Here's the pitch. Gilliam grounded to second. Mazeroski is there, and that should... No, that does retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors. After 2, it's the Dodgers 3, the Pirates 2. Second inning at Candlestick, the Giants lead the Mets 2-0. Bob Veal 1 for 21 on the year, with Schofield and Mota to follow. That's 0-48. And he draws a walk, his first of the year. He had struck out 17 times, but draws the walk to start the third. Here's Schofield. Schofield is 0 for 1. Pitch. There's a ground ball foul, first base. No, it's not. Parker takes it himself. That looked foul, but Parker picked it up. Ran to the bag. Field moves to second. And there's 1 out. That's on the video. That's not... I can be ditzy enough. I don't need any help from the game. Here's Mota. Manny Mota with an opposite field homer down the line and right in the first. Pitched from Wilhite. There's a ground ball base hit. Left side. Veal will hold at third. So Pittsburgh has runners in the corners. 1 out for Clemente, who has a 6-game hitting streak going. 0 for 1. In the lost game last Saturday, he had a home run against the Milwaukee Braves. Here's the pitch. He draws a walk, so the bases are loaded for Willie Stargell. That's not what the Dodgers want to see. Willie's 0 for 1. Veal on third, Mota on second, Clemente on first. 3-2, Los Angeles, top the third. 7th inning at Wrigley, Chicago 4, Cincinnati 2. Pitch to Stargell is a ground ball. That is foul, third base side. And the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes from Wilhite. The 2-2. Stargell hits a line drive base hit into right center. Veal will score. Mota will hold. We are tied at 3. And in this part, which oozes pitching, we have ourselves an offensive duel today. We have a shootout. Here's Gene Freese. He homered to left center his first time up. and the bases are still loaded for him this time. Here's a pitch. Here's a ground ball to second. Krzyzewski will try for two. Over to Wills for one. Back to Parker. It is not in time. There's no throw. How about that? There wasn't even a throw. So Boda will score. Wills couldn't get out of his glove in time. It was a good relay from Krzyzewski, but Wills kind of had to take a double clutch, and that's all they needed. So the Pirates have played a two here in the third, and they go ahead 4-3. There's Clendenin. He struck out the first time up, or his first time up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Parker boots it. Clemente scores. Parker tried to run to the bag before he had it in his hand. You see that all the time in football. You got to make sure that you catch it before you start to run with it. And that's what Wes Parker did, and it's now 5-3 Pittsburgh. So here's Mazeroski. Struck out in his first time up. Wilhite delivers. Fly ball left center. Back goes Davis. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. Out before the Pirates take a 5-3 lead on 3 runs, 2 hits, and an error after 2.5. Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. Giants lead the Mets at Candlestick 3-0. Scores in full after this half inning. Tommy Davis, Frank Howard, and Camilli will bat here in the third. Tommy is 0 for 1. Pitch from Veal. Here's a fly ball to left. Stargell's there. He's got it. I didn't do the after the first time through stats. So 2 1/3 innings. Veal's allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and walked 2, which is unusual. Here's Frank Howard. He walked his first time up. One of the 2 walks from Veal. Bob delivers, and Hondo grounds 1 to third. Freeze to Clendenin, 2 out. So the Pirates needed a quick inning, and my goodness, they're going to get one. Maybe, if Doug Camilli doesn't get on. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And I jinxed to myself. There's a ground ball, right left field, base hit. Stargell bobbles it. Camilli's going to get 2. So Stargell bobbled the ball, and that's an error. So a single and an E7 on the play, and that'll bring up Wes Parker, who has some making up to do after his error allowed Pittsburgh to go ahead in the top of the center. Here's the pitch. Parker, ground ball to short. Schofield, quick throw to Clendenin. Yes, sir. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. The Dodgers don't score anybody. After 3, it's Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. And as Nick Wilhite takes his warm-up pitches here in the 4th, we can tell you that the Twins beat the Red Sox today 12-5. Bello Rosales went 4 for 5. Lee Stang with a 1-2-0 for the Twins. The Red Sox loser is blotted out for all Red Sox fans and mind protection. Cleveland beat the Tigers this afternoon 5-1 in Detroit. Dick McAuliffe did hit his 3rd homer of the year. Jack Kralik goes 4-2 for Cleveland. Rackow takes a loss for the Tigers. He's 1-2. Again, the White Sox struggle as the Senators beat them 6-4. Floyd Robinson with his first of the year for Chicago. Again, for my protection, the White Sox loser is blocked out, but Daniels for the Senators is 3-3. Bottom 8 in St. Louis. Milwaukee 15-3 over the Cards. McCarver, yes, that McCarver. Tim has hit his 3rd of the year. Sadowski and Taylor on there. Top of the 9th, Cubs lead the Reds 7-2. Johnny Edwards is 3 for 4 for the Reds. Henry and Elston pitching there. And in the 5th inning in San Francisco, the Giants lead the Mets 3-0. Juan Marichal looking for win number 7 against Sturdivant. And now you're up to date. Wilhite through 3 innings has thrown 71 pitches, 4 hits, allowed 2 homers. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. And I'm going to say that 4 of those Pittsburgh runs are earned. Here's McFarland. He struck out his first time up. Ground ball to second. Krzyzewski has it. Throws to Parker. 1 out. So here's Bob Veal, and he walked and scored his first time up. Or third. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, second. Trzaskowski throws it to first for the out. It's Parker, pardon me. I still won't do the John Sterling thing. The animation's botched. No, it's not. It's actually quite wonderful. Dick Schofield, the batter. He's 0 for 2. So this is Wilhite's third trip through the lineup. He should get through it. But after that, I think we're thinking pen here. Pitch to Schofield. Ground ball to short. Wills, and he'll make an error. This reminds me of the opening game of the year when the Orioles made 5 on a Saturday afternoon against the Yankees. Here's Mota. He's 2 for 2. Has singled, hit an opposite field homer to right in the first, and scored twice. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to center. Davis comes in, and Willie makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. No hits and 1 error, pardon me. 3.5 in the books. It's the Pirates 5, the Dodgers 3. So here's Willie Davis. Willie is singled and scored. It'll be Trzaskowski and Wilhite to follow. Milwaukee will beat St. Louis. They lead in the 9th, 15-3. Pitch to Willie is a line drive left center. Will that be extra bases? Nope. Stargell cuts it off, and that's a single. Davis has borderline stolen base speed here. Trzaskowski, the batter, he has had a 2-run double and scored in the third. 1 for 1. Now has 8 RBI on the year. He'll swing away at this one, and he strikes out. So 1-2 pitch reveal, and he's right down the middle. He'd watch strike 3. Here's Wilhite, and Wilhite will try to bunt. Bunt is down. I believe that's McFarland. Throws to Mazeroski. It works. It is McFarland. 2 outs. Davis moves to second. Here's Maury Wills, who had a sacrifice squeeze play in the second and was retired his first time up. So he's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the pitch to Maury. Struck him out. He got fooled on that pitch for strike 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 4 at Chavez Ravine, it's Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. And it's just an absolute Chamber of Commerce day here as we start the 5th inning. 72 degrees, no wind. This would be a day you'd want to be on the beach, but hopefully there were actually some people here. Here's Clemente. Roberto is 0 for 1. He walked and scored as well. Pitch from Wilhite. There's a fly ball to center. Willie Davis moves in, 1 out. Here's Willie Stargell. He is 1 for 2. RBI single. Pitch from Wilhite. Here's a line drive, a ground ball base hit into right. Trzaskowski dove, but he dove too late. And Stargell is the 5th Pirate hit. 5 runs on 5 hits with an error for Pittsburgh, and they've stranded 3 so far. Dodgers have 3 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors, and they've stranded 4. And as you can see from St. Louis, it's a final. The Braves don't know if they'll gain any ground, but they knocked the Cardinals down a peg, 15-3. Gene Freese, 1 for 2. A homer to left, 2 RBI. He now has 10 on the year. Pitch. He drops one down, and the throw is to second for 1. Do they get the double play? They do not. But Camilli had the wherewithal to throw for second, and Freese barely beat it out. So Trzaskowski, we weren't playing for the bunt. Wisely covered second and almost threw out Freese. So 2 out now on the failed sacrifice. Fielder's choice. Score at 2-4. If you're scoring these games, as always, why? Here's Clendenin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Wilhite delivers, and that's a strikeout. He swung on him in strike 3. No runs, no hits, and no 1 hit, no errors. Halfway home, it's the Dodgers trailing the Pirates 5-3. So Gilliam, Davis, and Howard here in the 5th for Los Angeles. Jim is 1 for 2 with a single. Field delivers. Oh, another walk. So that's the 3rd walk for Bob to 2 strikeouts. Gilliam not a threat to steal. Here's Tommy Davis. He's 0 for 2. He hits a line drive into center. Moda's there. Throw to first, and Gilliam is barely back. What a gutsy throw from Moda. He had it lined up, but Gilliam was observant and is back 6-1 now. Giants over the Mets. Greg Howard walked his first time up, 0 for 1. There's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Gilliam will hold at second. Schofield should have had that ball, but he didn't. So here's Doug Camilli. He's 1 for 2. Gilliam at second, Howard at first. 1 out. Pitch to Camilli. And Beal's control just kind of lost him today. That's the 4th walk. Bases are loaded for the Dodgers. They're FOLA, full of Los Angeles. Gilliam at third, Howard at second. Yes, I know I blew the punt. And Camilli at first for Parker. West is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. Beal delivers, and he struck him out for the second out. A 2-2 swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's a big out for Bob, as he'll now face Willie Davis, who has singled twice and scored once. Here's the pitch. Davis got him. He swung on and missed a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and Veal pitches himself out of trouble. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. The Dodgers leave him loaded after 5. It's Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. So Mazeroski, McFarland, and Veal will face a tiring Will Height here in the 6th. It should be his last inning. In fact, it probably will be because he bats second in the bottom of this inning. 5 innings for Nick, 5 hits allowed, 5 runs, 4 earned. He has allowed 2 homers. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. Mazeroski is 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Pitch from Nick. There's a fly ball to right. Howard's there, 1 out. And Mazeroski rolled an ankle, but the computer is running that show, so he will stay in the game. Here's McFarland. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out once. Pitch. And Will Height gets him down. A 1-2 fastball in the outside corner. 2 out for Veal, who was walked and scored, is 0 for 1. He drew 2 walks in 96 at-bats on the real season. So that was quite the accomplishment to draw one this early. Pitch from Will Height. Ground ball foul, third base side. And the count now is a ball and 2 strikes. Will Height's ready. And there's a fly ball to right center. Davis goes back and makes the catch to retire in the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. That will do it for Will Height, I think. After 5.5, Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. Thank goodness for the cough button. Here's Strzelecki. Dick is 1 for 2. He had a 2-run double in the second inning, driving into, obviously, and struck out. That was what he did in his other at-bat. Veal, 105 pitches through 5, 6 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 runs, and I believe they're all earned. So Strzelecki, a pinch hitter, and Maury Wills here in the 6th for Los Angeles. Pitch to Dick. Here's a ground ball to second. Mazeroski, as you can see, is hurt. Throws to first. So that knocks him down from a 10 to a 7 defensively. That's new in this edition. I hadn't seen that before. If you look up in the upper left there, you see the I by Mazeroski's name in the 7 hole. And that's what that means. He loses 3 fielding. We're going to pinch hit for Will Height here. If you're wondering why we brought in the lefty Wally Boone, if you take a look, he had 3 lefties there, 333 hits. He's our best bat against lefties. He is at 172. A homer and 3 RBI. Pitch from Veal. See, that worked out just great. 1 and 2 is swung on and missed strike 3. Here's Maury. Maury is 0 for 2 with an RBI. That coming on a squeeze play. He's also struck out. And he'll drop one here, and that's a good bunt. They're never going to get him. He drag bunts his way on for a base hit. Freeze wanted to see if it would roll foul. It did not cooperate. And the Dodgers are in business with 2 outs here in the 6th. For Jim Gilliam, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Pitch to Jim. Here's a ground ball base hit right side. Wills will not challenge the Yarmer Clemente. And there is 2 on and 2 out for Tommy Davis, who is 0 for 3. So Veal will not see the distance in this one, but he is in line to pick up an 8th win, which would lead the major leagues. Pitch to Tommy is a ground ball to short. Schofield throws it over to first in time, and the Dodgers have stranded 9 through 6. After 6, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. Though as Bob Miller takes his warm-up tosses to Dick Schofield, he'll face Manny Mota and then Roberto Clemente. Let's check the scoreboard. Minnesota beat Boston, as we said earlier, 12-5. Cleveland 5, Detroit 1. Washington beat Chicago 6-4. Milwaukee 15-3 over St. Louis. Sadowski gets the win, 1-3 now. Ray Sadecki takes the loss. He's 1-2. Cubs beat the Reds 7-5. Glenn Hobby with the second win of the year for Chicago. And in the game in progress, we told you about earlier, 7-1 San Francisco over the Mets. Harkness 3 for 3. Juan Marichal in line to pick up his 7th win over Tom Sturgeon. So Bob Miller has no record and a 1.69 ERA. In 16 innings, he's allowed 13 hits. He's walked 5 and struck out 14. Dick Schofield is 0 for 3. Pirates lead 5-3 here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. Camilli goes back to the screen, but it's foul. Full count now. Here's a payoff pitch, and Schofield draws the walk. Not how you want to start the inning. Here's Mota. Manny has singled, homered to right, scored twice. Pitch to Manny. Got it. 1-2 pitch was not what Mota wanted, and it's strike 3. Here's Clemente. He is 0 for 2. He's sitting on a 6-game hitting streak. Walked and scored, however. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive base hit into right. Trzaskowski probably should have had that play. He did not. And so the Pirates are knocking on the door again. Here's Willie Stargell. Willie is 2 for 3. He has singled twice and driven in a run. 2 on, no, 1 out for Bob Miller and the Dodgers here in the top of the 7th. Stargell, ground ball to first. Parker to Wills for 1, and that's all they're going to get. So they get the force play at second. Scored 3-6, and now bring up Gene Freeze, who homered to left center, has 2 RBI, 1 for 3, and a run scored. Pitch to Gene is a fly ball to left. Tommy Davis moves over, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Stretch time in Los Angeles. It's Pittsburgh 5, Los Angeles 3. So Frank Howard, Doug Camilli, and Wes Parker here in the 7th to face Bob Veal. My guess is this is Bob's last inning. Parker has walked and singled. He's 1 for 2. And hits a fly ball to left. Stargell should have it. Or Freeze. It's Freeze, and there's 1 out. Camilli is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to right. Clemente comes in, 2 out. So they might sneak another one out of Bob if he gets Wes Parker here. Wes is 0 for 2. He has walked, scored, and struck out. Pitch from Veal. Ground ball to third. Freeze with a quick throw, and that retires the side in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 7, it's the Pirates 5, the Dodgers 3. So Bob Miller will pitch a second inning here. He'll face Clendenin, Mazeroski, and McFarland maybe. Clendenin is 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Pitch from Miller is another strikeout. 1-2 swung on and missed. So Clendenin has whiffed 3 times today, and also bring up Mazeroski, who's also 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Giants lead the Mets 9-1 in the 8th. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Gilliam to Parker, 2 out. And after a shaky 7th, Miller looks a lot better here in the 8th. McFarland the batter. Orlando has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. And this one he grounds to short. Wills to Parker, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Mazeroski feels better, but we're going to have a change in center field. Boda will, at catcher, catcher. McFarland is out. I don't know why they didn't pitch in for him. Here's Pagliaroni to catch. And it will be Al McBean, that's why he comes out, to pitch. So Pagliaroni will bat 8th. McBean is on the hill. He is 1-0. He has 7 saves for the Pirates. In 14 innings, he's allowed 8 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He is not allowed an earned run. That's pretty good. He'll face Willie Davis, Dick Frzuski, and a pinch hitter here in the 8th. Willie is 2 for 3. 2 singles, a run scored, and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Schofield muffs it. He kicked it. And so the Dodgers, thanks to the error, now have the tying run at the plate with Trzaskowski, who is 1 for 3. He has doubled, driven in 2, scored once, and struck out once. So McBean slams the ball into the glove, and we get ready to go again. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive to center. Moda's there. A snap throw to first. Davis is back. Davis goes. Here's the throw down. He's out. And so I'll bat Miller. Oh my goodness. He had a 70% chance of moving up, and instead he was moving out. So Miller is 0 for 4 on the year. He's got enough pitches. He might as well pitch tonight. And he hits a base hit. Are you kidding me? A single to left. And so Miller is on first, and Maury Wills the tying run at the plate. I was going to say that was kind of shaky for me as Walter Alston to do that, but sometimes things work out for no reason. Here's the pitch to Wills. There's a ground ball to short. Schofield throws it over, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error after 8. The Pirates look pretty comfortable as they lead 5-3. We will dispense with the scoreboard between innings in the middle of the 9th here, because this is the Giants and the Mets are the only game going on, and so we'll just tell you what happened during the day. Al McBean, the batter. Al is 0 for 1 on the year. I don't know what Pittsburgh will do here. They're going to bat him, and he strikes out on a 2-2 cutter. So that's the 3rd strikeout from Miller through 2 1/3 innings. 1 hit, no runs, and a walk. 38 pitches to get through 7 outs. Here's Schofield. Dick is 0 for 3 with a walk. And he's now 0 for 4 with a strikeout and a walk. 1-2 pitch, got him on the inside corner. Here's Manny Mota. Manny 2 for 4. Opposite field homer in the 1st and a single in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Scored twice. Now he draws a walk. 3-1 was just off the ground. That wasn't even close. So 2 out for Clemente, who'd love to put this game away. He's 1 for 3. Stretches that hitting streak to 7 games. A walk and a run scored. They hold Mota on. Clemente hits a fly ball to center. Back goes Davis, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8.5 down. Dodgers down to their last 3 outs. They trail 5-3. So Gilliam, Davis, and Howard, I think we'll go with that. Gilliam is 2 for 3. McBean in to try for his 8th save. Gilliam has singled twice and scored. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball right back to McBean. Throws to first for time for the first out. Tommy Davis, the batter. Tommy's 0 for 4. Organist tries to get the Dodger crowd into it before they try to beat the traffic. Here's the pitch. Tommy hits a line drive, base hit into center field. So again, the Dodgers bring up the tying run. This time in the form of Frank Howard, 1 for 3. A single to walk. McBean is ready. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Pallaroni. It's a wild pitch. So it's a 3-0 count to Hondo with Camilli on deck. And they will pitch to Howard, and they got him. He swings at a bad pitch. McBean fought back from a 3-0 count to register the strikeout, and they are down to 2 out, and we will not hit Doug Camilli here. So who's the best against righties? It will be Johnny Roseboro will get the pinch hit call here. John is at 261 on the side of the season. No homers and 5 RBIs. A single leads to get on base. McBean is ready. 2 outs here in the ninth. Pittsburgh, 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They've stranded 7. Dodgers, 3 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They've stranded 10. Davis would be 11. Here's the pitch. Roseboro extends the game. A ground ball right side. That will be a single. Davis will score. It's 5 to 4 now. So here is Wes Parker, who is 0 for 3. He has walked, scored, and struck out. Roseboro is the tying run. Parker is the winning run. 2 out. Here's a pitch. Here's a ground ball, base hit left side. So they pound McBean here in the ninth. That's the 12th Dodger hit. Roseboro is on second. Parker the winning run on first. And here's Willie Davis. He is 2 for 4. His single twice, struck out and scored once. McBean, if he gets the save, well, it won't be pretty. In fact, that was the first earned run that McBean allowed all year. Here's the pitch to Willie Davis. Ground ball right back to McBean, and he boots it. And so now everything would be unearned. Oh, baby. So the winning run is on second, and Parker. Davis can just kind of take a lawn chair and sit on first. Trzewiski is at the plate, and we will pinch hit for him. So Ron Fairley at 286, 2 homers and 13 RBIs, 2 game-winning RBI this year. Roseboro the tying run at third, Parker the winning run on second. 5 to 4, Pittsburgh bottom of the ninth, 2 out. Can McBean slam the door? It's a ground ball to Mazeroski. He throws to first and the Pirates win. The Dodgers score 1 on 3 hits and an error. But the Pirates get through while the hair on their chinny chin chin and beat the Dodgers 5 to 4. Gene Freeze is your MVP. The Pirates 5 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. The Dodgers 4 runs, as you hear the garbage truck behind me, on 12 hits and 2 errors. Two hours and 54 minutes to play it. We'll give you Miller's stats because they won't show up in the recap. He went 3 innings of great relief for the Dodgers and with a hit and 2 walks and struck out 4. Wilhite had his best stuff too. Couldn't really do anything with it. Veal goes to 8-0. You ready? Here's the recap. The Pirates get 1 on the first on a solo shot to Manny Mota to the opposite field on the foul pole and right. Freese that was his first of the year. Freese hit his third of the year. A solo shot in the left center to make it 2-0 Pittsburgh in the second. Then back came the Dodgers. Dick Tracewski scored a 2-run double to tie the game at 2. And Maury Wills with a squeeze play, an unintended squeeze play, but it scored Tracewski to make it 3-2 Dodgers. In the third, the Pirates bounced back for 3 of their own on 2 hits, 2 walks, and an error. Stargell with an RBI single scoring Bob Veal, which tied the game at 3. Then Gene Grease into a fielder's choice to score 1 to make it 4-3, and then Don Clendenin hit a grounder, and then the first baseman Parker booted it to make it 5-3. And the Dodgers, they failed to score and hitting 2 runs, hitting 2 walks. And in the ninth, they had the bases loaded and plenty of chances to win the ball game, but all they got was an RBI single from pinch hitter Johnny Roseboro to make it 5-4. Manny Mota 2 for 4 today, a homer in 2 innings, or 2 runs. The Pirates get a win from Bob Veal. 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 8 hits. He walked 4 and struck out 5. It wasn't pretty, but he's 8-0. That's all that matters. Speaking of not pretty, Al McBean struggled for 2 innings, but he scored his 8th save of the year. Nick Wilhite, a good effort for him. Well, an okay effort for him. 6 innings, 4 runs, or 5 runs, 4 earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He goes to 1-2. Time of the game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Let's go through all the scores on the Saturday afternoon. We told you the Twins beat the Red Sox 12-5. Lamabe took the loss for the Red Sox. He's 3-4. Lee Stang is 2-0. Cleveland beat the Tigers 4-2. Kralik with a win. Racco with a loss. Washington beat the White Sox 6-4. Herbert took the loss Ray Herbert took the loss for the White Sox. We told you that the Braves beat the Cardinals 15-3. Cubs beat the Reds 7-5. Oh, Joe Nuxhall took the loss in that. He's 0-4 for Cincinnati. Marichal does pick up his 7th win as the Giants beat the Mets 9-1. Hensley with a loss. Night games that we didn't have time that didn't roll across the ticker. The Angels beat the Orioles 8-5. Newman with a win. He goes to 3-0. Stu Barber with a loss 1-2. The Yankees destroy the Athletics 13-3. Williams 4-0. Mo Dabrowski 0-4. In extra innings, the Colts beat the Phillies 2-1. Jack Baldishin drops to 3-2. Glenn Jones, I believe, is 1-0. In the game you just saw, the Pirates 5, the Dodgers 4. Bob Veal goes to 8-0. And Al McBean picks up his 8th save. Nick Wilhite goes to 1-2. All right, next week we have the Twins for you twice. Wednesday, they travel to the stadium to play the Yankees in the Bronx. That's the Wednesday game. And the Saturday game from Baltimore, where they will play the Orioles. We hope you enjoyed this one. The Pirates go to 24-4. On the other side of the coin, the Mets are now 4-25, 20.5 out of first place. All right, so as I said, the Twins and Yankees from New York on Wednesday. Until then, I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. We'll talk to you the next time.